Hey, it's a Saturday wrap. I'm Tain. I'm joined today with superstar sales consultant Mark Washington. How are you today, buddy?
Fantastic, mate. It's Saturday and we're wrapping it up.
That's the way, mate. Another busy day. Not as many opens as possible, but still big numbers coming through our opens today, buddy.
Definitely. And yeah, the numbers are there. The people are there. Just the lack of properties is not there. So we're definitely seeing not a huge amount of people coming on the market at the moment, which is increasing buyer demand, increasing people at open homes, and ultimately increasing the perception and creating more momentum in competition.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing. I think we're seeing a lot of everything that we're selling. We're seeing multiple offers and properties selling at the top end or above the top end of the range. So just purely with the amount of competition out there. So just running through the numbers again today or this week. 9 sales this week. Today, 86 buys through open homes and 21 offers just this week. So the team were definitely busy writing up offers from blocks of land to properties. We were seeing plenty of action this week.
Yeah, it was actually busy week. We probably start every week, but yeah, I mean there was a lot of late nights, a lot of phone calls in dealing with buyers and helping them through the process of buying. And it was fantastic, I think. But kind of shows this week a little bit not as many opens, but still plenty of buyers out there.
Yeah, definitely, mate. That's and it's great to see there's so many people out and about. But again, massive shortage of stock. So if you have been thinking of selling your home, please get in contact with us as soon as you can. We're seeing some fantastic prices. A lot of properties are selling for above where we're expecting. It's hard for us to even keep up with the market as quickly as it's moving at the moment. So how long is this bubble going to last for? How long is this market going to last for? We don't know. But you don't want to be sort of sitting there going, geez, I wish I had sold last week. You want to jump on board while the market is strong.
Exactly. Actually, that's a good question, Tain. Good question. Is that when will it change? Why would I sell now when I can wait and potentially the market can go up? Well, I think it's a very hard thing to predict. For one, myself and you don't have a crystal ball, but we can always look back on what actually has happened in the past. And when the market is at this level. Look back to 2017, the whole year was probably our biggest year in Pakenham from a price increase. And we saw the whole year, things were going up, 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 up. We got to the end of the year, and then we kept thinking it was going to go up. Come Jan, Feb, March, April, we saw a shift all of a sudden, and there wasn't as many buyers. The offers weren't coming in as quickly as they were. And we started seeing a decrease in what people were prepared to pay. And that ultimately started the change. And now we look back on the statistics. November 2017 was the last. That was the peak of the market before where we are now. That was the peak, and then it actually went down over 2018, 2019, and then it started to pick up again at the start of 2020. And obviously COVID-19 kicked in, and we thought it was going to go the complete opposite, but it continued its path to where we are now. So ultimately. We don't know when the peak is, but typically it's going to hit a ceiling at some point, is what I believe. But that's why getting an appraisal, looking at your options, and coming up with a game plan of where you want to be is not a bad thing to do right now, because you're obviously going to get a great price. Just got to be about where you go and what your options are after that.
Yeah, definitely, mate. No, that's very, very true. We'll take everyone through some of the sales that we had during the week. So we'll just bring up the screen. Good old Glenn giving us a shout out there.
Thanks, Glenn.
All right. So I'll talk about 7 Federation Court. This one's just come on the market. Great property there. Peter and Stuart listed this one. Fantastic property. Beautiful. How's that marlin up on the wall there, Marcus?
That is unbelievable. Look at that marlin. That is unreal.
That's the feature of the house. But look, great floor plan, this one. Awesome entertaining space outside. Great living spaces. There's that marlin again.
Oh, Jesus. That is unreal.
But big living area. I think they had quite a few people come through this one today, actually. And the great thing is it's got this extra shedding out the back for the boat. So the marlin looks nearly as big as the boat, Marcus.
Yeah, I think the marlin and the boat will have to stay with that one by the sounds of it. That's definitely that's great. That's fantastic. What a property.
Yeah. Right, it's a great property, that one. So obviously priced between 7 and 760. I think that represents absolutely fantastic value at a 799 square meter block with a 4-car garage. I would definitely be,
Definitely.
if you're looking for a bigger garage, I'll be 100% having a look at that home. That represents fantastic value for money. For your first home buyers and investors, this is a really good one too on King Street, Marcus.
Yes, I've seen that one with Stuart Shepherd. This one here's a great opportunity to buy off the plan, save on stamp duty, and get in early, close to Main Street. I mean, look how close that is. And yeah, decent 3 bedrooms as well. And yeah, I think you can't go wrong there. So yeah, 3 bed, 2 bathroom, 2 car as well. And yeah, I mean, that's going to be investment for the future. We only know the area is only getting bigger. And there's going to be more opportunities. Like these opportunities will, you know, in the future, we'll look back and go, why didn't we buy it? So
yeah. So single car garage and a car spot at the front, just to clarify that for those viewers at home. So yeah, but look, they do represent fantastic value, 395 to 440. We just sold 2 blocks of land this week for over $440,000. So it gives you an idea that right now that represents fantastic value for money. 40-story drive, Marcus. You had only just a couple of people at this one today, mate.
Well, after speaking to you tonight, I thought I had 40 buyers at 40-story drive, but I only had 38 apparently. But I'll go back and look at the statistics on that one. Yeah, we had a huge turnout at this property. The line was down the street. It was going past 2 neighbours' properties. The line down the street. It was great to see everyone socially distancing as well. And yeah, we had a lot of people through the home. Obviously, with the huge number, there's definitely going to be some interested parties. But ultimately, yeah, 38 or 40 groups through the home. It was yeah, it was a great turnout for this property, and why not? It's a really great home, decent block, and yeah, the location's good. I've actually sold 2 other properties on that street, so it's definitely a popular area at this point in time.
Yeah, and one of my favourites that came on this week, I think this is a fantastic property. This one, 10 Elwood, Marcus.
Yeah, definitely 10 Elwood Avenue. This is just a classy home, and just everything done to perfection. Great open plan living. A lot of good feedback on the floor plan. That pool, since COVID, pools are in. People want pools. It's amazing. We never really had this situation where people want pools. And I think that's due to the fact people can't travel as much and do as much as they want to do. So they want to be at home and have that paradise at home. Look at that. Have that paradise at home. Definitely one of those homes that ticks all the boxes. And we had 20 buyers at the inspection today, which was a great result. And we've got comfortable interest there at this stage.
Fantastic, mate. And another one at Charles Sturt Place in Pakenham, great property in Heritage Springs. This is a fantastic value for money as well, 720 to 770. I know Peter D had quite a few people through there today. I love the pitch ceiling in here. Great theatre room, fully landscaped gardens, absolutely brilliant family home, ducted heating, evaporative cooling. Ticks all the boxes. Obviously in a great position in Pakenham in Heritage Springs. All the big blocks are in there. It's a great place for the families to be. Look at that. He's built the park out there. He's got the slide going down. Yeah, absolutely brilliant landscaping with a block with a bit of fall. He's utilised it absolutely brilliantly, so it's still safe for the kids to play and really enjoy their space. But yeah, that represents fantastic value for money. So if you are looking for a home in Heritage Springs on a 777 square meter block, then definitely get in contact with Peter. As I said, price between 720 and 770. I think that represents fantastic value. Now moving through the ones that sold this week, Marcus. 11 Clare Close. This is only on the market for a few days. But yeah, again, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 706 square meter block. But Sarah had a fantastic result with this property.
Yeah, Sarah McCallum, she had a great open there and plenty of interest, and only on the market a week. Just shows like the owners actually did a lot of work to this house to get it ready, and it's paid off. So 2 living areas, the open plan, decent backyard, court location, was never going to last long. And we sort of got on that one.
Styling such an important point. I know I had a few properties that went out to this week, and we discussed, should we style the home? This tells you the story right here. This property sold for an amazing price. Once it goes unconditional, obviously we can release those numbers, but a huge price for in this area. I think a huge part of that was the fact that the property was styled. It looks absolutely fantastic. People loved it as soon as they walked in the front door, and that represents, you know, an amazing price for the owners through having the home styled. So if you are thinking about it, even if you've got furniture in your home, you can still have the stylist come through and work with what you've got. But that is an absolutely brilliant result. Bramble Road, Marcus, an acreage property you've sold. Fantastic, mate. Well done.
Yeah, it's under contract, not sold yet, but
Yeah.
we'll work towards that. 85 Brownbill, beautiful cottage-style home, 10 acres, close to Garfield. I think it was a couple of Ks to the main street. And yeah, first open home, we had 15 groups. We had a inspection, private inspection, would turn into an open with 10 groups on the Tuesday. And yeah, we had plenty of interest on this one. Plenty of offers came in, and offers were close. And yeah, went under contract on Thursday night. And very, very happy owners and buyers there for this great home, which it's been renovated and upgraded. And yeah, I guess yeah, 10 acres is definitely in demand. We had plenty of phone calls, plenty of interest on it, and there's just not enough. Simple as that. Not enough to go around in the area.
29 Eagle Drive, huge result, this one.
Yes, another great result. We had multiple offers on this one. The owner, great story with this one. It was on the market just before the big COVID lockdown last year. I wanted to sell it over Zoom, and the owner he decided to stay at the property, which is fair enough. And this time round, we put it on the market for a week and under contract in a week. And yeah, very happy owners there. And the buyers are ecstatic, fully renovated home. It's just every time I go there, I go, geez, this is something different, which people like different. So something very different.
You could park the food van in the kitchen, mate. It's that big.
Oh, it's by far the biggest kitchen I've ever seen. And yeah, it is a great property, that one. So under contract, wait for finance.
Beautiful. Under contract again. This is the one you had huge numbers through, 60 plus groups through last weekend. Massive result. 4-bedroom home, 1 living area. Yeah, mate, what a great result for that one.
Yeah, I don't know where you get your stats from, but it was 45 groups. Yeah, we had plenty of interest on this one. The line was out the door again. And yeah, for a 4-bedroom, 1 living area house, the buyers are over the moon. The buyer, when we spoke to the buyer, he couldn't believe he actually bought a house because he's missed out on that many houses. He was in shock. So yeah, it was a great result. The buyer was over the moon.
Yeah, that's absolutely awesome. Very good. Well, what a great wrap. We've got a few questions that did come through last week that we get to touch on. So we'll quickly run through those, and then we can get into our Saturday night markers. But one of the questions we had was, we're looking for an investment property. Where would you recommend to look?
Yeah, look, I think investment properties are one of those things. It's for the long term. So you got to think long term. Where do you think that area is gonna go? And I think Pakenham is definitely one of those areas, and Pakenham East and from there onwards, because we've got so much potential, I think, for the future. I kind of look at Dandenong as an example, or Fountain Gate as an example. They start off small, and with people wanting more amenities, things change. I know right now it might not seem that, but I believe the area is definitely on track to something bigger and greater in the next 10, 20 years. And I look back and go, 20 years ago in Pakenham, what was it like in 2001? 20 years.
There's about 6,000 homes in the area, mate, maybe 7,000 homes. So it wasn't many. And now you look at how it's exploded. But one of the things I would say, if you are looking for an investment property, definitely look in our Pakenham offset area. One thing I would suggest is, if you can, get a 4-bedroom. Get a 4-bedroom home, a couple of living areas with an entertaining space. These are the things that the tenants are looking for. There is a plethora of 3-bedroom, smaller home investment properties. Start looking a little bit bigger. And you'll find that you'll get a bigger scope for tenants. I know the last 4-bedroom we had over 120 applications on it. So 4-bedroom, you can have a multitude of choice with your tenants, and it brings, a huge amount of advantage. Obviously, long-term sale price is going to be in your favor as well. So definitely recommend that, looking at, doing a 4-bedroom. Had this one this week as well, Marcus. What does selling the home off market mean? I've had this a few times this week.
Yes, selling off market. It's definitely a way to test the market, get an idea what your home is worth before we spend the money on marketing and commit to the process. Selling off market works in the way that we do have a little bit more negotiation power with the buyer because it's not on the market, and therefore we can negotiate exclusively with the buyer. Definitely, if you're a bit on the fence about moving, well, look, let us run through our buyer database. Let's have a chat to the buyers and see if anyone's keen to have a look. Funny enough, I get a lot of buyers contact me and say, Marcus, like, we can't find anything else. Do you have anything else coming up? And I create a database for those properties that I've got coming onto the market. So when we launch, we can get them through straight away. But if you didn't want to put it online, well, let us have a chat. Let us do a VIP inspection and get these buyers through without going the next step in spending the marketing. We can always do it. We'd like to do a video, which you can have a chat about if you want.
Yeah. Look, we can do a sneak peek video of the home to showcase that, to send it out to the buyers. You might have some existing older photos of the home. We can send that out. I've got a property at 4 Fairway Court at the moment, which we've had buyers through already. That's coming up. The owners are just doing a few things, getting that property ready for sale. It's on 1.25 acres. Brilliant home, needs a little bit of finishing touches and things like that done to it, but we've had quite a number of people through that already, and that's exciting. We're trying to work with that at the moment. But the great thing is the owner's seeing where the value is represented at without spending the money on realestate.com and getting the photography done and everything like that at the moment. So just, it helps you test the market, because we don't want to underprice your property, and we definitely don't want to overprice it as well. So it's a great way to test the market moving forward. All right, and I know this question was asked quite a few times this week.
Do we need a permit to build a pergola? Oh, yeah. Well, you do. Not only do you need to build a pergola, you need a permit to build a deck. A spa has to get a permit now, and you need a permit for a pool, obviously. So the pergola is a big one. I've got to say 90% of homes we do go through in the area don't actually have one. Unfortunately, that's just, I guess some people just want to take the risk, which is completely fine. But having a permit does help, especially with the buyer negotiation. Some buyers they're not very confident if there's no permit for a pergola. They can lose interest in the property if there isn't a permit. And that can be a bit of a, it could be a difference between 10, 20 grand. You don't know. I know the cost to get a permit, everyone just shies away from it and goes, oh, I'm not going to do it. But it is worth doing. But if you've already got one that's built, you can't get a permit for a pergola that's built. You do have to get a document called an owner defect report if you don't have a permit for an already established property. But definitely let us know if you have any more questions about that. But what are your thoughts on that, Tain?
Yeah, definitely. And one other thing, never build over an easement, please. If you're watching, don't build over an easement. It's that just is a recipe for disaster. But what I would say is that you can get permits, you can apply for everything to build over an easement if you want to. But building a pergola, there's certain regulations in being certain distance from your fence line. You've got to make sure the guttering works. You've got to get a qualified builder to make sure you don't have too much fall going into existing gutters. There's quite a lot that's involved in it. So we do recommend that just spend the extra little bit of money. It could save you thousands down the track. We know of a couple of properties where they've had to have the whole pergolas pulled down and then rebuilt, and costing the owners over $20,000. So I'm not a huge gambler of a person, but I think for the extra money to get the permit done, I think it's well worth doing it. I know even with your small decks and things like that, it's just better to do that to be safe than sorry.
Get permits. I was going to ask you, do you have permits on your house, Tain?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely, mate. Just cut in your shire. Just don't come near my house, though. But no, look, I just want to wrap up again. Massive week, huge February for us. I think we'll find out after we've got a few more negotiations to do today. This could potentially be a record February for us as well. So this could be three or four consecutive months we've had record months. So it just shows you how busy the market is right now. Again, if you are thinking of selling, please give us a call. If you're even just contemplating it to see what the price of your home is potentially worth, give us a call. We're happy to run through it all. We've got an amazing sales team, happy to help out our clients. Want to thank each of our sales team. They're all working massive hours at the moment. They're doing a great job. I can't thank you enough. Our admin team, they're doing a huge amount of files. It's pretty high pressure at the moment with everything that's going on, and I do thank every one of them as well. And our rental team's absolutely smashing it as well. So great office here in Harcourt's Pakenham. I'm proud of every single one of you, and thank you for all your hard work. And to our clients especially, thank you so much for trusting us into looking after you and moving forward. But again, massive week. It was my birthday week, Marcus, so I'm shattered you haven't sung happy birthday to me yet, but
oh, mate, you should have told me before. I would have sung it.
But no, awesome. Have a fantastic Saturday night. I'm going to spend a bit of time with the wife because the kids are in bed, and have a brilliant weekend. We'll see you next week.
See you guys. Take it easy. Bye.